Hello, Sunshine. I'm Coy. This is CNN 10, and I want to start with a shout out to the teachers out there, all of you who are informing and inspiring us. Let's reach out to one of our teachers, our mentors today. Give a handshake or high five. Let them know we appreciate them. It is Tuesday, March 25th, recognized as National Medal of Honor Day here in the United States. It's a day that was established by Congress to recognize Medal of Honor recipients, and that's where we begin, as the National Medal of Honor Museum in Arlington, Texas opens to the public today. In the U.S., the Medal of Honor is the highest military award for valor, and the museum will honor more than 3,500 recipients of the award. Since the Medal of Honor was first authorized in the Civil War era, the medal has been awarded to U.S. service members who show bravery and boldness to go above and beyond the call of duty at the risk of their own lives. There are 3 types of medals awarded depending on the branch of the military. The Navy was the first branch of the military to award the medal in 1861, followed by the Army a year later. The Air Force's Medal of Honor was instituted in 1965. The museum is now home to more than 50 medals of honor, including the first one ever presented during the Civil War. It also has a large collection of artifacts like dog tags, flags, and the uniforms of recipients. Visitors will also be able to interact with a number of exhibits, including an interactive theater using AI technology that allows visitors to virtually talk to medal recipients. Our Jake Tapper got an early look at the museum and meets some of the heroes who are sharing their stories of bravery and service with us.
Steps from sports icons rises the new home for a different kind of hero.
I hope when people walk through this space, they say, oh my gosh, how did they do this?
The National Medal of Honor Museum, opening March 25th in Arlington, Texas, honors recipients of the highest military award for valor in the United States.
I'm a 5'9" guy from Iowa. There's nothing special about me.
Sal Junta hardly blends in with tourists getting an early look at the exhibit. Nor should he. Junta is a war hero, among more than 3,500 medal recipients whose bravery and sacrifice is now enshrined here.
I remember looking out and there was hundreds, if not thousands, of orange glowing bullets coming in.
In 2007, Junta's platoon with the 173rd Airborne Brigade was ambushed in Afghanistan.
I just ran into the ambush to fight next to my buddy. So he didn't fight alone. He wouldn't let me fight alone.
His friend, Sergeant Joshua Brennan, had been hit and was being dragged away by the enemy.
The world was blowing up around us, and all I could think of is, why are these guys running that way with him? I ran closer and realized it was 2 enemy carrying Sergeant Brennan. I eliminated the threat, and I grabbed my buddy and just took off running back the direction I came.
Brennan ultimately would not survive, but the actions Junta took at great risk to his own life ensured that his buddy came home.
Your courage prevented the capture of an American soldier and brought that soldier back to his family.
In 2010, Junta was the first living Medal of Honor recipient since the Vietnam War. Actions like his, and thousands more, weave a tapestry of heroism displayed publicly for the very first time since the Medal of Honor was first authorized in 1861 during the Civil War.
This museum allows me to talk about my buddies, because none of this was me. It was always us.
You were awarded the Medal of Honor for hugging a suicide bomber.
Over the years, Medal of Honor recipients have been on the lead, sharing their stories, such as Flo Groberg, who's featured in the museum.
I had the most direct path towards the suicide bomber, and I just did my job.
Ty has spoken openly.
Ty Carter told us of the post-traumatic stress that lives on years after his sacrifices.
I didn't believe it was real until I experienced it. I thought it was just an excuse.
Told him I was sorry.
And Clint Romeshay movingly shared his regrets that he could not save even more of his battle buddies, returning years later to say he channeled that emotion into helping others.
And that's where I've really started to try and focus. What are we going to do tomorrow to make stuff better?
Their strength is represented in the Medal of Honor Museum's design. 31,000 square feet of exhibit space, hoisted into the air by just 5 pillars, each representing a branch of the U.S. military.
I think it's just a great symbolic vision that we need each other.
Charlotte Jones not only chairs the museum, she is from that Jones family, also an executive with the Dallas Cowboys.
These great American heroes are the ones who inspires our guys. And so it's our job to tell those stories and to share it with more. I think we've never seen a more divided country than we have today. And to be able to bring our country together, to remind everybody that we actually have the same values.
The museum is interactive. Visitors can virtually handle a medal or fly on a Vietnam War helicopter mission, making heroism and sacrifice of the past an inspiration for the future.
It's not an infantry museum or an army museum or a navy museum. This place says if you put your mind towards service of people, of care and compassion, not camouflage and guns, you can accomplish anything.
10-second trivia. What region of the brain processes and regulates emotions, behavior, and motivation? Cerebellum, limbic system, brainstem, or central nervous system? Answer is limbic system, a group of structures located deep within the brain that play a crucial role in emotional processing, motivation, and behavior. Now to a project that's using artificial intelligence algorithms and facial recognition on pigs. Scientists from 2 universities in the UK have developed technology to recognize the emotions of the highly intelligent and emotional animals that the human eye doesn't see. They hope that by pinpointing stressed pigs, they can improve their overall well-being. CNN's Allison Chinchar shows us how the project could help farmers more quickly detect health issues in pigs and more.
Animals have emotions, just like humans. But are they as simple to detect? AI may be able to answer that question with trained technology. The University of West England, Bristol, and Scotland's Rural College developed the IntelliPig, a system that will work to translate a pig's emotions into a form humans can understand, and alert farmers if an animal needs immediate attention. It starts with placing a camera inside an automated feeder. When pigs get hungry, the system gets to work.
The camera image would be processed by an AI algorithm, which would recognize the individual. So in order to do that, we first have to train it. So we'd have to show it examples of that individual over a number of days with different pose and different lightings.
As the system learns to identify the different features of each animal, it will store that information for future use. Once the system recognizes that specific pig, as it walks up to the feeder and puts its head down to eat, experts hope AI will be able to capture their different emotions and their well-being.
There must be features there that we pick up on, even if they're subconscious in some way. There's something about the way the animal looks that we pick up on and then tells us, whether it's in a good or a bad state emotionally.
Professor Smith says the research they've seen on pigs so far has been more focused on the negative emotions. But with this technology, they want to change that and show the positives too.
I think that's really exciting. The idea that a machine can tell the emotional state of an animal, perhaps in a way that we can't, I think could be really interesting.
They hope to complete the project by September 2026.
Today's story getting a 10 out of 10 is a mysterious ocean encounter that had scientists scratching their heads. Scientists off of New Zealand's northern coast were stumped when they spotted an orange blob on the back of a mako shark back in 2023. Well, mystery solved. Turns out it's an octopus hitching a ride. A shark, now 8-armed and dangerous. The newly released video of the so-called sharktopus went viral, has people giggling like 10 tickles. Octopuses are usually loners on the ocean floor. Mako sharks usually stick to the surface, so scientists are like, you've got to be squidding me. They say the rare sighting is one of the strangest things they've ever seen. All right, today's shout out is going to Papillion Middle School in Papillion, Nebraska. We see you Titans. Thank you for making us part of your day. Remember that we will be choosing one of your vocabulary words for hashtag Your Word Wednesday tomorrow. So follow me at CoyWire on the socials. Put your unique vocabulary word and definition in the comments section of my most recent posts, along with some info for a shout out. We'll choose one illustrious winner to work into tomorrow's show. Go make it an awesome day, everyone. I'll see you right back here tomorrow on CNN 10.